everybody, KP here, and welcome to another Morawaka Monday. Today we're going to talk about how to deal with feeling overwhelmed. It happens to all of us, and particularly for writers, it can cause writer's block. It can cause, chapters in a book to not turn out how they probably should, and you don't get to produce the best quality that you would if you weren't so stressed and overwhelmed. So I thought it would be important to kind of dig into some of the things that can help reduce the stress, reduce the overwhelmed feeling, and maybe even harness it to do something great. So a couple of the things that work for me are, one, having your own space to run to. My office is wonderful. It's my space. It's my little sanctuary that I am turning into exactly what I need it to be. You can't see it, but on the other side over there, there's a curtain hung because when we moved into this house, we found this great space that we could section off into an office and a theater room. So I'm in the section that is obviously my office, but I just don't have the walls finished. Still, yet, this is my space. This is where I create, this is where I write, this is where I game, this is where I record most of everything, and it's all right in here. And one day I'm going to actually do an office video for you guys, and I'll show you my entire layout and everything that is crazy that I call mine. So we'll do that at another time. But having a space that you can run to where you're not going to get bothered, where people know, okay, this is where you need to go to have some you time. This is where you can run to, your safe place to create. If you have that place, perfect. Utilize it. Clean it up a little bit. Repaint. Do something to bring the life back into it. If you don't have that place, it doesn't have to be within your home. You could have a park, that has this one bench under this perfect tree right in front of the water, or whatever. Find a place that you can literally go to and make your own. And, obviously you can't own a part of the park, but you can go there to rejuvenate. Every now and then, we need to make sure that we take time for ourselves. Especially parents. If you are a parent, whether you have one kid or 6, you're not first on the list. Okay, that's just how it is. Parents are not first on the list, nor should we be, because it's all about these little people that we need to take responsibility of and turn into fully functioning, proper civilians, in society. And that's a tough job. That's a real tough job. But you still got to take some time for you. There's got to be some time amongst the chaos that it's about you. And it took me a lot of time, many years, to learn that. And everybody in the house does know that, and I appreciate and love them for it so much. But if you are finding it hard to take some time for you, maybe write out your schedule and find, I'm not quite as bogged down as I thought I was. I can fit some meditation time out at the spa, time to just go sit and read, whatever. That is going to be my time now. And do that. If you do have a full schedule, then I guess it's all about priorities. What are your priorities? Finding that one part of the day is yours. And then you can run away to your safe place. It's win-win. The 6th one, everybody hears all the time. Get more sleep. Get good sleep. If you get enough sleep, then get good sleep. I am so guilty of this because after a full day of chores and working and all that kind of stuff, and then I need to find my time for me, but the kids go to bed. My husband has really early hours, so he's usually in bed early as well. I'm like, oh my gosh, the house is quiet, everybody's asleep. I should be too, but I'm not. I'm up, I'm writing, I'm recording, I'm doing but I should be getting better sleep. If I made myself go to bed at a certain time, I would be getting better sleep, and things would probably be a little bit better on that front. But it's not. I'm making do, and I am trying to get to bed on time. I have a bedtime too. But it's important. It really, really is. So try to get some good sleep. You know, we are not all the same, and some people can run off of very little sleep. But the fact is, a body is a human body, and a body needs sleep too. Another good one is to form your game plan for the day. Prioritize, okay? What do you need to get done on any given day? Write it down, and then stick to it, okay? Stick to it and let it become second nature so that it just is. Get your things done that you really, really need to get done, and then schedule in some time for you. And you will feel so much more accomplished when getting to that me time, when you've gotten all that work stuff done and accomplished. You can check it all off and it's done, and you feel so much better. So getting all those priorities done, sticking to your game plan, it can really make the me time, the creative time, so much better. Another thing, if you're feeling overwhelmed, is to get some help. You have friends, you have family, if there's people in your home, ask for some help. Don't be afraid to say, oh my goodness, okay, I have too much on my plate. I don't know how this got so full. Can you help me get a few things off of it? Branch out, reach out to people. Okay, we don't need to be the strong, got everything together person all the time. We can do that most of the time if we need to, but I mean, get some help, you know. And even that, somebody asking for help isn't weak. It's not don't have all my together. It's delegation. Best leaders know when and how to delegate. So if you need to unload some stress, unload some of your workload, get some help. Branch out to those people who are there for you. That's what friends are for. That's what family's for. And utilize it. You can. Another thing that I found very fun and ironically productive was I got to an overwhelmed spot. I got to a stress spot. I was about to snap. I just decided to write this really different story. And I did. And I just started writing. It was in my head. I don't know how I got there, but it did. And in like 3 days, over the span of a weekend and a day, I wrote basically a full-fledged novel. And it's just for me. It's not going to anybody else. Sorry, Mama. But it's just for me. And this was about a year ago or so, a year or two ago, something like that. I just wrote. And it ended up being a very creative, very different story for me. But again, you know what? It's just for me. And that's okay. I needed to vent. I needed to get that out. And, you know, it was just, it happened and it was great. And stress writing can be fun. Stress writing can be very, very relieving. So do that one too. I'm not entirely sure what else I could suggest, but those things when done together, I would imagine that they could really help. And some of those things have helped me, especially the stress writing one. I'm telling you, it was cool. Make a game plan. Stick to it. Ask people for help. Get some good sleep. Take care of you. Have a place to run to, and make time for yourself. You know, those things are important to people in general, but to a writer, when you have to bring a story to life, you need to take care of that engine up here. You gotta take care of that engine. So you gotta take care of you too. But getting overwhelmed, totally normal thing. It happens all the time. You can work with it. So I hope this helped. Let me know, give me a comment, shoot me some ideas that you have too, and I would love to hear. I would love to know how you know, maybe you go boxing, maybe you go to, you know, perfect. Dude, that would be awesome. Let me know how you deal with your overwhelmed self, whether in writing or just in daily life. Have a good one. Bye.